See how we're doing. I've got the stream up. Certain. Check over. Tap. Phone. Here's me. See the chat. See how. Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna get going. Here, if anybody shows up. Hopefully somebody might come hang out. Hands apart. I'm just moved. I'm way behind. All good though. I think step one is going to be motor connector. Let's see. It was way dirty. Got a muddy race on Saturday. Go part of the fun. Luckily, a lot of the dirt's gonna come off. Just moving it up. Spacers. Take this pigtail, save it. Printing some little spacers right now. Print. If so, that's all right. Yeah, I should probably put it out a thing on Instagram. My phone's I'll shoot that out quick. You're gonna chat right now. See it. So push this out to Instagram real quick. That'll be all we need. Ready. Ooh, those little spacers came out. Hopefully they'll work right. Print 2 sets, I'm gonna get those seconds. I didn't I didn't even take off the last skirt. They were really small though. My headphone cord is like, it's not. Scrape. Printed really fast. It's like a 5-minute print. So it's easy. Pump them out real quick. Screen. The live streaming version of Dead Air. I gotta do. Cool. Go. Move this headphone back over. And back to what we Hey, what's up? Jonathan Crum, dude. How's it going, man? Checked out your video earlier. Good stuff going on. Now I'm working on getting builds transferred over to their frames. Get a new home. Actually, no, not for me. I don't remember what I said. No, not for me. Not that smart, John. Break. Go by Jonathan or gotta remember. Oh yeah, sorry, already did that one. Sweet. A little bit ahead of I already have slides transferred over to MR. Hopefully, hoping these are all gonna fit. Frame. We got the Southeast FPV Gato frame we're running for 2020. Builds I gotta convert. Yeah, John or Jonathan. Okay, cool, dude. You asked about an Echo. Oh, okay. Cool. There's no Echo. These motors are dirty. It's on Saturday was. Oh no, my. Okay. Stair. Actually gonna have to go get it. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Now we have all the tools for the job, everything we need. Prepped for success. It's like shot off across the desk. Okay. We got that out. Receiver up. One of the things I liked the most about this last frame, the Rockstar Quads FKR5, was this little underneath compartment. Good for putting receivers in. There. Yeah, some of these have a lot of room, and some of them have like almost no room. Motors off. Spin it with my hand and then I'll take the tool. Dang it, I came upstairs and I still forgot to get my water. Desk. Okay. So one of them just fell right out. Three. And four, there we go. done, and this one already has the MR3 on it. Awesome. So I'm gonna have to. So I'll solder first. Is third of my build time is just trying to figure out where I put my tool out. So that running away. Go. Not sure if it was gonna play with me for a second, but good. Oh, did that go back down? Come on, do that to me. So that one's gonna take them all out first. Screw them. Thing done. Thought I was gonna put some new solder on there, but I have to. Yeah. Done. One more to go. Sitting like that. Oh, it's sitting on the zip tie. I gotcha. Please let go. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you just gotta ask them nicely. That one back down. Yep. Cool. Turn the iron off for a little bit. So we need it until we get all the motors up. And I do want to take the bell off and clean some of these out. Just because of all that mud from the race Saturday. Got a little nasty. It's also like kind of tough to do all this right over the thing because I do a lot of work where I'll just pull it over my lap, just kind of work on it. Really close to me, so keeping it all in frame is gonna be a challenge. Need more heat. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to turn it up. When I get back to going, though, I'll be nice and hot. Pile of motor screws. Holy crap, that was a short one. Why did I use that short of a screw? Must have been a replacement or something. A quick fix. I don't usually use ones that are that short. Okay, we got 2 motors off. I also have 1 set of screws. The screws for my stack I have are too long, so I have shorter ones coming in tomorrow, but I'm just going to put long ones in tonight for a placeholder. Not going to be all the way done tonight, but that'll be okay. Switching out some stack screws is pretty easy. No big deal. There we go. So is that track at your house, the one that you're showing on Facebook? Because it looked like it was somebody's house, like over in the corner, but I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure if that was yours, or I feel like there's somebody else I've seen who has like a house track out there on your side of the world. Print's done already. It's really fast. Was the total time 8 minutes. So all my print times are taking a little bit longer than my slicer's saying. Yeah, okay, so that was your ad? Cool. Must be nice, have a little home course going on. Alright, my whole mat is like super dirty. Alright, so this frame is donezo. A lot of fun to fly. Time for something new. Let's get some of this dirt out of here. And yuck. I want to clean this if I can get. See if I can get the right size. My house way smaller than Jim's. Oh yeah, I know it's not Jim's. I'm very familiar with Jim's. Of course. Jim's yard is actually the place where I practice the most. I haven't found a good spot near me to practice just yet. It's nice that you had like functional space, which is... Alright, come on. Suck it, tick. Oh my gosh. But everywhere. Ew, look at that. Try to get some of the excess mud out of there real quick. Somewhere I've got a toothbrush that I usually use. Not sure where it is tonight. Still moving into the new place, kind of got the build setup going all sideways right now. Dude, look at all that dirt. Can you see it in the stream? Kind of, yeah. That was not too. Man, that last heat, Evan just spiked me into the dirt. Rear-ended me, dude. Building legatos. That's correct, sir. What's up, Tony? Good to see you, buddy. You're having a good day so far. Things going right for you. I'm gonna clean out this one motor that was exceptionally dirty. Some mud in it. Don't know where my toothbrush is. No. Not the cleanest, but will do for now. My hands are all dirty like I've been working outside or something. Gardening. Yeah, but you guys were screaming. Yeah, dude. Jeez. Put the regular one back. Some of this dirt out of here again. It's come from the one corner that's broken on the light controller. Pull this over to the side and like scrape it right off. Let's see. Okay. Back in the frame. Okay. Next is the MR30s for these. Turn this back on, we can turn the iron up. Cool. Gotta find my connector, box of them. Three of female end. Here we go. Cool. We can get this prepped. It'd be awesome if we could just like go down the line. Assembly line style. Nice, I got one from Rick, so I've been building someone on in Sanford on Saturday. Yeah, dude, that's the plan for me too. I got this sweet GoPro mount printed for him, so should be able to add that to my spec weight. Let's see how this. There's gonna be some moving time in between. I can't just hit them all fast. Probably blocks from sight, but I'm just gonna be doing it real quick, so it'll be okay. You guys will live. One line of solder is gonna get high, isn't it? Cut itself off, and then we'll have a little shorter piece to work with. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Pull it off. How about that? And now it's gonna loop around and make the other side do that. So we got all the male ends done. If I remember correctly, there are some jigs for MR30s on Thingiverse, pulling them still, and a couple helps, but oh nice. Yeah, I just set my spool on them for this purpose, and then once I get them on there, I just zip tie them down. It's all good. It works out in the end. Yeah, I'm just getting over to moving all my stuff from Racelight to MR30. Should work out pretty well. When that flux bubbles up and sprays onto you. A little snap. It's just solid. Cool. Alright, so we got those all done. Putting our male ends on motors. That is literally just because I had more, the male ends were cheaper or something, so I figured I'd break more male ends than I would female ends. Oh yeah, I gotta put the sheath on first. Silly man. Same. Time I did this, it was a field repair, so I had to cut some of these heads off. Hot swapping, I might have to do it today also. See how it goes though. Some of these are going to be a pain, I already know. Some of them are cut really short because the slate was reversed. These look fine on the camera. Let's see. This way. To myself. Where I have to start twisting stuff and getting it. I was just like, damn, he's gonna forget the shield. I always do it at least once, dude. Could cut this to length. Less of a pain to put on. I'm gonna forget the shield, putting it back on. Let's see. Some of that there. Good. I'm glad we're all keeping me honest. Nobody's gonna let me forget my shields. Put the shield back on. Remember, that's an integral part of putting this on there. Integral? Words are hard. Way down if we... no. Short. Oh well. Doing it live. Okay. Which side wants to go down next? Damn, I might have to cut this back a little bit. Really not excited to work on this one here where the motor wires are super short. Back ones. Okay. Just line it up. Soldering really close to my finger here. Not the best. Ooh, that got really hot really fast. Fortunately, I don't know if I can use the tweezers to get enough pressure. Oh yeah, of course I can. What am I talking about? It's my first build. Oh my gosh, how did that come back up? Super weird. Solder usually really fast. Okay. Toughest.
Ryan Little.
I don't know if you guys can hear the music too well. Remember, when you set up your spare motors, you're going to need to make the motor lead shorter. Set up your spare motor. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Eventually, I'm going to get them all to a uniform length. I'm letting the ESC side be a little bit long for right now. And once I get them to the end, I'll let them all go back to the middle a little bit. Start replacing, I can move them around a little bit. Alright, so here's... That is still very hot. Cool, so we got 2 of them done. A little bonus, that one was done for free. I don't know where the prop nut is. I think it was this one, but I'll put that on there so I know which ones are clockwise, which ones are... Next. Let's see. Alright. Cool. I don't make my builds so tight that I can't adjust them. Oh yeah, but before I got distracted, I was trying to say, listen to like a copyright sound thing to try to not get flagged, and it like said the name of the producer or whatever at the front, and I thought it was funny. Cool story, bro. Whatever. Solder on these, just go here. Why not? See how well they'll end. Not forgetting the shield this time. Making progress already. Added a gigabyte of RAM. Okay. Let's see how well we can get that on. That went on there pretty quick. Nope. Oh no. I don't want to bridge him. Gotta clean. Love if I could just flick this out. I don't want to have to wick it. Find where my wick is. Alright. I gotta do. Oh man. Let's see. It's nonsense. Burned out motor. Let's see. Had to make it tough on. Ooh, that's very hot. I think it might have melted carbide. Ow! Picking it up with the tweezers now. Be dumb. Oh, but I don't have a good grip with the tweezers. Struggling today. Should be able to. Big old conversation going on in the Quad Rivals chat. See if we can do this without bridging them back together. Let go real quick. Hey, there we go. Damn. Like it never even happened. Okay. I can try and get these puppies on there. Yeah, dude. It's just bridged to the other wire. Oh, I hate you so much. Why are you doing this? Oh, okay, we're good. Now this other joint. Might be okay. Close enough for Jazz? Find out. Not pretty. It's gonna work. This one actually sits right in there. Some solder to that. Sure, it sticks in there nice and secure. Good connection. Not pretty, but ow, still very hot. What's the best goggles for beginners? That is a great question. So, you're asking that question, I'm going to assume that you've done just a little bit of research, so you know that there are box goggles and profile style. Goggles, unfortunately, are going to be one of your biggest investments, so it's usually better to get kind of the best you can right off the bat. Hey, what's up, Caesar? Cesar. I don't know how your accentation works. Best goggles for beginners, though. I think the Fat Shark ones that just came out, the new Attitude V5s or whatever, whichever the green ones are, I think those are a good like middle of the line kind of performance to price ratio if you're going for low profile. And I think the Fat Shark Scouts are kind of the best box goggles for the price right now, at least that I'm aware of. Damn, I'm making this easy on me, huh? Vector's gotta be all difficult, man. Uh-oh, I think I actually might have melted this one. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna pin in, right? Oh, maybe it will. Yeah, it will. It's gonna be a tight one, though. That's okay. Yeah, so that's what I would go with. I personally have the Fat Shark HDOs. Getting ready to switch to the Orca FPV. What do you think for best ready to fly? What are you looking for? Are you looking for like a tiny whoop or like a 5-inch quad? What are you trying to get? All right, so we have 3 done. Now this one is definitely going to be the hardest one to do because it has the shortest, dumbest wires. I cut these 2 down to size. I think the shield might actually like. Ooh, it's going to be close. I think the most like RTF kits they have are mostly the Tiny Whoop ones, and I'm equally fond of the B-Brain Ready to Fly kit from Newbie Drone and the Emax Tiny Hawk. Best RTF whoop is the Newbie Drone RTF kit. Yes, I agree. Freestyle 5-inch. I actually am not too familiar with Freestyle 5-inch Ready to Flies. Just because I know Freestyle is primarily your goal is to put a GoPro on it. I do recommend the Hawk Sport and the Hawk Pro if you're trying to get a 5-inch bind and fly. And then you could probably find like a 3D printed mount for like a GoPro. Yeah, I don't know too much. I know Emax has the Buzz, but I'm not sure if they still carry that. That's called bad brand representation. See if we can get a shield over that mess. Come on, that's gonna be tight. That is not a good situation. Might end up swapping this motor out, but for the sake of giving it the old college try, see what we can. Maybe. Of course, that one bridged over too, though. Damn. Yeah, I got it. QX7. Yeah, the QX7 is awesome. I've got my own somewhere, but that's what I started my dad out on. It's worked really well for him. I personally fly the Tyrannix XD9, X9D. Which one is the gun and which one's the radio? I think X9D is the. I can't see right now, but yeah, I have the Tyrannix. Newbie Drone? Yeah, Newbie Drone. I got you, man. No worries. Gotcha. And this is gonna be a. Let's see if we can out. having, because I'm swapping builds over and not doing new ones, the old joints are not very clean. They've been desoldered, so they're spilling over and bridging the emeralds. Not good. A little bit. But see if we can get it cleaned up a little bit. Don't want to melt this one, like, take it all out. There we go. That was nice and easy. That one was a huge pain. What connector is that? These are MR30s. So it's like an XT60 or like an XT30. It's more similar to an XT30, but got 3 pins. This, let's see, right now I'm soldering up one of the male ends. Wow, it's still very hot. But these are what I'm putting on my motors for the male ends, and then so yeah, it's just a little pull apart connector for your motor. A lot of the guys who are running this frame, quad rivals, are using them, so I'm giving them a go. I've already tried one out on my motors, so I know that they work. They carry enough amperage to support the motor, so that's definitely a necessity. But I am having trouble with this one really short motor. I had it cut really short for a race wire. Take some of this heat shrink off and slide it back. Let's try that. Another few millimeters. These have the secondary shrink on them also, but to me like it's just a little bit farther. Might be able to get a little bit more space. Shield. Solder these up. Let's see, what did we get? A little bit more? Yeah, a little. Cool. Certainly an improvement. Don't flick anything. Bridge yourself together. I will be set. Just burn the hell out of myself right now. Two. Oh, it's hot. Stop touching it when it's hot. I have to. Damn it. Tight. Stick, please. Alright, I think we got it. Wait just a second to push that up because it's gonna piss me off if I do it wrong again. Okay, it's definitely gonna be easier to put the new ones on the ESCs because we have so much more wire. We can move it around individual wires and stuff. Go ahead and put the shield on. See, I've already got one ready to go. Cool. Chugging right along, dudes. Oh damn, I soldered the wrong one. Oh my god. Okay, what's the... You know, just for this one, I might keep it backward. Just for this one, I'm gonna have... Is that dumb? That's dumb. Yep. Dang it. Once we got the motor wires cut back, it actually went pretty fast. Question if that's okay? Of course that's okay. It's 35 amp ESC enough for Zing 2207 1800 kV 6S light race frame with gem fan 5100 6S. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 35 amp ESC is pretty good. This one happens to be the 55 amp, but I usually run the 35 amp. This one here is the one I usually run. It's upside down because it's already mounted to a frame piece, but yeah, I usually run the 35. That's relatively similar to. I run 2206, 1700 kV 6S. Pretty close. Yeah, because you'll so rarely be, you know, all the way bursting for that long anyway. I don't think it'd be an issue. Come on, man, let go. Went on there so nicely. Can't believe I did the wrong connector, dude. Unreal. Okay. Oh yeah, I only have U3 on this build because I moved one over. Okay, right connector. Not gonna take shortcuts. I'm gonna do everything the right way, maybe. Ow. It's hot, but I did finagle it with my fingies. So this is pretty dangerous because I think. Oh, thanks. Now you see like 45 amps to 60 amps EC on the market. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be at full throttle for a really long time, maybe. But find that most applications you don't. Pretty, but they are functional. Okay. Snip that little blob off. Ooh, and I touched it. That was dumb. Why did I do that? Theme of tonight's stream is everything is hot and it hurts when you. Yep. Hey, that one snapped real nice and easy. Cool. So we got our motors done. Now we can start doing our ESC side connector. Should be nice and good. And after that, we can start getting our frame ready. It's really gross. I'm gonna fix that. Glad I got an opportunity to clean that up because I've actually been seeing that case wire. It kind of pulls it down a little bit sometimes. Pretty good. Cool, cool. Yeah, actually at Champs this year, I had to get an order from Race Day Quads delivered on site, and I ordered 2 of the 35 amp ESCs, and they gave me 2 of the 55. Guess they were out of stock or made a mistake or something. But I appreciated it. Luckily, the heat sink on the 55 amp ESC doesn't stick up any higher than the plug. I'm kind of worried about that at first look, but not too big and will fit. So we got those ready to go. Let's get them some flat. Longest ones. I'll leave that one first. Do that one last. First, because then our give. Shield is on there. Mess this up like a big dummy. Probably use my tweezers for these ones. So freaking short. Sure it gets down there with a good connection. Cool. At IO? No, at the national championship, the pro class finals on the beach. Solder's taking way longer to cool. This. Okay. One to go. Here's the answer. I'm gonna get my wires twisted up. Set. Hey, that one really easy. It's actually probably my best connector so far. It's a lot easier when you have more room. Shield back up there. Snap it down nice and easy. Cool, let's snap this one down. Ooh, this cool. This one. Get that shield on there so we don't forget. Connector's actually too bad. Ends on. I keep saying connectors now because I'm thinking about the connector. Now this year's gonna be my first IO. I'm super excited. I wasn't able to go before. Now I'm gonna be able to. It'll be really good. Okay, I came 9th sportsman class at Canadian Nationals, first year competing at Canadian Nationals. Cool, congrats, man. That's awesome. Come up that quick, you got a bright future ahead of you. Okay, so that down, okay. One out. Ooh, that got out really fast. Solder on last one. Go round. Cool. Let's see if this last one quite as easy, but it got a pop there. Cool. So more. This one. These are all like such different lengths. It'll be okay though. As it reaches, we can mix and match motors a little bit. Make sure we get that length there. Okay, so shield. I'll clean this one. This one. So Corey, if you're still here, have you competed mostly in Canada? Or have you come down to do like multi-GP stuff in the US? Sounds like you might have been to IO. Because Indiana's not too far from Canada. One of those up there-ish states. Weird being like a disembodied voice, but I figured out how to get my. Well, I mean, I know. I haven't done the work to get another camera up yet. Second camera on the build setup. Okay. There's like a bulb on it, so it's not gonna cut right. pretty sure. I think they'll go down just fine though. Build on there. Move that so it's not side anymore. If I really need it. See? All in Canada so far, 2 young kids. Oh, I got you, dude. Yeah. Family first, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. I totally understand. We don't have as much wire to play with. Nice. But nothing wrong with that. Oh. Nice when you can just bend the wire over. Push them together. So I'm gonna do it with my hands. It's lucky Canadian Nationals has always been hometown. Oh, nice. I think, was Noah Schnapp at any of your events? He was a Canadian national. Might have been the champion. I think he's one of the guys I used to race with back in Orange County. Sportsman class. I think he moved up to pro class now, though. He's been doing pretty well recently, from what I've heard. Okay, let's see if we get that on there. Cool. That one went on there without too much of a fight. Awesome. So we got these ready, these ready. Let's see, you need to fire up an LED. Start that. So let's get started on frame ready. We need middle plate. And gotta remember how to do this. 4 of my screws that are too long that I'm gonna swap out tomorrow when the better sized ones get here. I need these. 1, not 4. 3. Closer, but it's also not 4. And there we go. Okay. Up through the ESC. I have to have a bigger spacer with the. Let's see what it's gonna look. So I'll probably do two on each of those for right now. Mostly down. Stop them like right. Guess we'll have to do one of them all the way down just to dry fit. Like that. Sit flat just to test. Sync is just a little high. Wasn't an issue on my other. To use the spacers, but this one are going to be sandwiching this plate. Figure out some spacing. Checking the right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he was this year, but in years past, I mean. Because he was definitely in the US at least the past year, maybe the past 2 years. He might have been like the 2017 champion or something like that. I think I remember somebody saying he was the champion or something. Canada. Let's see how that. Not in the 20 by 20 hole. any space. Okay. So we're gonna slide that up just a little bit because of our extra room tonight. Perish. Not to be precise. 1, 2, 4. Bull FPV1. Pretty neat to see. Yeah, man, Bull is crazy. Super fast. I've raced a few events with him. Mid America Throwdown this year was a blast. He was at that one. Did he win that one? He might have. He might have won it, yeah. Then the MultiGP Championship, obviously, he was at. Okay. What's going on here? Oh yeah, these. That's. I'm lost, Captain. I don't know what's going on. Chat is blowing up tonight. Group chat, I mean. Live chat's pretty good too. Nice to have a few people in here to talk with. Come on now. You know you want to get on there. Get on down there, be buddies. Okay, cool. So put those on. I have to throw a spacer on there too. Go. Yeah, we should be able to make that fit. Okay. I grabbed the spacers from this frame. Used. Good frame. Eventually I'll get new hardware for it, but these ones are still just going to work just fine. Give you a flight controller off of it just a little bit. Then we'll get to do the fun part, which is putting the arms and legs and knees and toes and all that stuff together. Actually, no, where? I left him downstairs. Might have thrown him back downstairs again. So we got that. Goes on top here. Our screws in there. It's an in place. Okay, these two are down. 3. And there's 4. Okay, so we have a little bit of extra screw space down here. And that's just because the flight controller screws I have from my old build were not the right length. Is going to be okay because we got some new ones coming tomorrow. I just wanted to do this before all that happened, but we have a standoff length that is 20 millimeters. Screws have a little bit of extra on them. check that real quick, just see how far down we need to take it. Oh yeah, that should be good for all four. Yeah, that'll be good, just to fit for tonight. This is gonna go on top, upside down. You have to figure out how we're gonna mount this. I might just put it just like that on top of the ESC. Might be okay. This is gonna go out the front. I'm gonna run that out the front on the bottom though. Let's see if we can do that. We might have to loosen up these screws just a little bit just to slide that down there. And now is also when we want to get our cable up there. Do those both in one step here together. So lots of room. Our Immortal T in there, and this Immortal T has seen some better days, my dude. But still hanging in there. Still talks to the quads. I might not be able to do this corner to corner. That's okay, I can take it all off. No big deal. Comes off here. So we're gonna run this through the plate and run the plate back through. Let's go ahead and move our cable over to that side now. So we got that up, that runs down. Perfect. There. Ooh. This would be easier to do on a fresh build, but it's just not where the cards lie for me right this second. Dang it, I put that on the wrong side. Why we check it? So goofy holding all these things together at the same time. There we go. Alright, slide on down there. Put our spacers back on there to hold it down. Get them all on there before we tighten them all the way down. Two, 3, 4. I can push it flush with the plate. Tighten these way down. Shouldn't have to get back. Unless we run into something, which might happen. Those two down. This one. This one. Very nice. Cool. So, stick that back down with the same tape. Side. Some of that kind of length. The reason all of my Immortal T's are it's fine. Where's this going? This way. No. Yes? No. Oh, I can just unstick that. Yeah, that's fine. I have to run my V the opposite direction. I'm always worried peeling these off because I always feel like I'm gonna break the board. Grab my water real quick. That into the center better because it looks like the corner's really out of focus on this camera for some reason. I wonder if there's a way we can... We could just run this whole thing under there, I guess. Just have to reset that direction. It'll be okay. It's no huge problem. We need to solder that. So I'm going to change my bit switch, or my VTX power from that to 5 volts, because I'm also going to run an LED same pad. LED is 5 volts. Gotta make sure we get the little switcheroo over there. And that way I'll be able to tell when my light control, or when my, these are words. I'll be able to tell when my kit switch is on based on the LED being on. And I think I left that LED. Take that off. I was just looking at different places to mount it, but I think I figured it out. Go, please. It's back down. This frame back off to the side. Tin this up real quick. My alligator clips that I haven't been able to heat shrink yet. Everybody make sure to flame me in the comments.
One day it will get better.
Okay. Put that aside for a second. And some wire. Let's see, maybe there's something here. Yeah, that should be perfect. All those extra wires that come with the Crossfire Nano. Trying to call it the Croxfire. Should be good. Power ground signal. Be good for this one. Both ends ready to go. Just leave them at full length. We can tuck whatever wire we have extra in there. I always like to cut off these pre-soldered ends and just solder my own, so I know that everything's good. Cut off that end. Got a race in 2 days that I'd like to take these out. If they're not ready by then, it's not go. To go out there and check it all out. I can fix that. I've got little wires like this. I usually just prop them up with these wire cutters here. Lets the end hang off nice and long. Sits it up high so you don't have to solder like right on the table. You can have a little bit of air there. room to do it. Please, sir, just attach to the wire. That's all I want from you. Nice, race is over for us here. Just racing whoops on the weekend. Gotcha, dude. Yeah, I've got a whoop race in 2 weeks. Joshua Bardwell and his crew doing a whoop race. Knoxville, Tennessee. Like a 3-ish, maybe a little longer hour drive for me. What's up, guys? Hunter FV coming in the chat. Man, hope you're having a good old night to your day. Now we're working on getting our builds transferred over to a new frame. Some wire soldered up. We're gonna add an LED. Hopefully have a couple 5-inch this winter. Gotta have one every once. Sure, that's a 5 and not an S. I might be dumb. Let me get my little fire here real quick. Whoa. Need bubble wrap. Thank you, though. Almost certain that's a 5. So if it blows up, I'll be sad, but might have made this too short. I just can't see it. That's what it is. Go. It's through. Ground. Where's that the signal? I don't like the 5-volt signal ground. It's a weird pinout. Usually the power is all by itself. Also don't like soldering around this LED. Probably have the alligator clips hold it by the LED and I could see the whole thing that I'm working with. Ooh, and as you probably expect, this is hot. See how that works. It's awesome. It's through well. Let's have the ground. Try not to cut it too short since I've almost cut the last two too short. Might not go. Went through just fine. Perfect. Awesome. Cool, that'll be good. Get these put down. The signal pad has its own pad, so I can just put that on there with no issues. Oh, let's change this selection pad first. Laughing Weebeat IO. Yes, sir. I bought my ticket in like December. So I am committed all the way. Let's do it, baby. Drag it all the way disconnect. Fire. Just to be double sure. Good. Select 5 volts. Go. Multimeter and test it real quick. So, plugged in? No. Not gonna get any power. That's not gonna help us. And plug-a-roo. Sure we don't have any continuity. What do we got? Okay, good. So we're good to plug in. I'm gonna check the voltage on the. Oh dang! I'm gonna have to have my radio ready for this, aren't I? Yep. I sure am. Okay. So let me get the radio ready real quick. My soldering iron off for a minute. Oh, and I gotta get Crossfire out and everything. Oh my gosh. Such a pain, such a pain. I am from Trinidad. Would like to make it to IO. Nice. I hope you make it. That'd be awesome. It is the International Open, so it's nice to have international representation, you know? Okay. Crossfire model. Thank you. It's on. And our bad cell battery. Let's see if you can read that. Bad cell with a sad face. It's a little glary, but whatever. Okay. Should be on right now. I'll check our voltage. Should be. Five volts, cool. So we are good there. It's out of the way. Unplug-a-roo. You want to cover these batteries. Battery turn. So we got that ready to go. So let's go ahead and get our iron turned back on. This to LED signal. It's going to go to VTX power, and this is going to something over. How far is Trinidad from the U? Like a plane ride, I would assume. How long of a flight is it? Have you been here before? Snap. See if this ground wants to go down. Solder in the joint. I can also cut that wire down just a little bit. Stick, please. Looks like that's down. Go ahead and get our 5 volts. So that's good also. We'll go ahead and twist these wires up so they stay out of the way a little better. I've not been there. I think it's like 12 hours. Man, that's a little flight. My wife actually went to Japan this past year, and she said it was like something crazy, like 18 hours, something like that, from the West Coast. So we got that. Now should be ready. Sniff a little bit of that ground. Spiky. Cool, so we're ready to get this on there. Crossfire stuck back down. I'd have to retape that here one of these days, but now it should be okay. And that. Did I do a big dumb? No, I'm good. Okay. Alright, that'll go under there. There. Where is my... It's up here. Okay. That down the back. That's actually going to be really good length. Just to be able to plug in up there. Oh no! The receiver came out when I was finagling. Glad I caught it before I stuck it in there. Might find a better place to mount the receiver. Who knows? For today though, it'll be alright. Some new tape. In any case, it's not an emergency, right? Whatever. Okay, so we got everything sticking out that needs to be sticking out right now. In. Just because it'll probably be a pain to do it at a time. So that's plugged in. It's down. I do want to move that VTX though. It is going to work for this. And this will stick right here. Stick down there. Okay. Get this VTX. Always the scary part where I think I'm going to snap the PCB. I'm back. You working on the second one? No, this is still the first one. Does it have two on there? Oh no, it's just okay. Nope, we're still doing the first one. Figuring out stage has had some ups and downs, but all good. Thanks for hanging out though, I appreciate it. It's definitely good for my engagement and stuff. So one day I can make those fat YouTube dollars that I always give Nerk a hard time about. Okay, so where did that extra grommet go? I don't know, but I got one over. That back down. Let's go. Is this the right answer? Now, all this excess tape. This one, I can tell I've taped like 2 or 3 times because it's got extra tape hanging. This way is my tape. Let's find it. Scavenger hunt time. Where did I last use the tape? One day I'll get this place cleaned up. Super easy to find stuff. Not today though. Oh, I just threw it back in my bag. That's what happened. Don't blame it on the place, just blame it on the bag. Do this double-sided foam tape. Mounting VTXs to flight controllers. Tape over here, I'll need it later. Turn off for a bit. A little stickeroo. Man, we're chugging right along here. Always the first build of the season is always the most extra work. Yeah, like I'm probably gonna run this out the side instead of at the... See if I can make it. I don't know if this is one of the ones where the VTX pigtail was too short. I think it was because I had it diagonal, but we'll see what we look like. Oh, that should fit. Probably best to plug first. Stick second. Have to run it diagonally. Okay though, no problems. Cool, so that's good. We can get our little lock nuts and stick that down. Two, three, and four. What's going on here? How are we not pushed all the way down? There's caught in there. Yes, we are. There we go. Now we get pushed. This doesn't bump on the flight controller. Set the flight controller after I stick these down. Plenty of room. Trained professional. This one might hit that heat. Snip the corner of that heat shrink off, no big deal. Oh, inactivity alarm, thank you. I gotta remember to take my rating apart. Yep, that should fit nicely now. Perfect. Cool. Now we are ready to build the rest of the frame. Yay! Let's move some of this stuff off to the side for a second. Extra spacers came. I probably had them between the flight controller and the stack. That's fine. Alrighty. So, this is actually kind of a fun little build here. So we're going to take two of these that are different lengths, put them together. Nice. Take one of the top braces, put it on. Top one is the one that has 2 feet on it. So those top of them. It's gonna run along the short one. Snap down very nicely. Flip that over. That's how we'll get our feet on. Do 1 foot here. Before we get that foot down, we're gonna put an arm in there. Arm facing this way. Snap down. Oh, come on. Work with me. Doing a YouTube thing here. This might be a little harder to see, but that's what I gotta do to get it down there. Cool. So we got that. We're gonna bolt one of our motors on, and that's gonna hold it on in place. So is left clockwise motors. Legato, yes sir, that is the one. Indeed, my friend. Not down here. So now it's not going to fall all the way apart. That one's going to be tight. Get all 4 bolts out. Go ahead and bolt this all the way down, just because why not? 1, 3, there's 1 in there. So that's 4. Can't believe I did that right on the first try. That one. See what the screw motor. Oh, it's actually pretty good. So this is a good fit. So we'll go ahead and tighten those down all the way. Of course, it's the bigger bit. I'm gonna have to change that out. Do not want to use the bigger bit for anything. Ever. It's kind of a jam here. I don't know if you can hear this, but killing it. All right, so we got one of our halves done there. Did I do that wrong? No, I did that right. Of course. Okay, next one's gonna be the same thing. Should we do it the same way? Oh. It's gonna go like that. Again, so that's gonna be 2 different lengths. One. Like so. Need our top bit between them. I'm getting the feeling I'm doing this backwards. Let me make sure real quick. Self. Yep, 100%. That's why we check. The other one was a left. But we can just move this over to the other side, and that's good. No big deal. And get our arm here. Come in. Foot. It's gonna hold the arm in place. Cool. And set that down for a second so we can grab our bolt. Take our other clockwise motor. Slide her down right there. So that'll hold it for a second. Let's get our other 3 bolts out. Nope. This song is cool. Might use this for a flight edit or something. I can look back at the VOD and see what it is. Okay. Yeah. Good. This one, what? One look different. It's just like aluminum colored instead of blue inside. Kind of weird, but whatever. So that's nice and sturdy, not going anywhere. We're gonna put our 2 halves together. Side down. Alrighty, put in there. our arm, the foot. Kind of funny. I call these different things, but all these feet. And the feet is what holds the arms together. Which doesn't make any kind of anatomical sense. Not any. See if I can get this to stick without putting one. Oh, this fell inside. Or actually, I don't think I ever put it together. That's right. Okay. Cool. That. Foot. I have to do this suspended in the air. That's cool. I'm gonna spin it around. And there we go. Cool. It actually slips together nice and easy. I'm just kind of a thumb. Oh wait. We got multiple hardware bags going on right now anyway. We'll figure it all out at the end. 1, 2. Just get them stuck in there. Wouldn't be surprised if my other foot fell off as I'm trying to put this on there. Kind of the way my luck works. Okay, got that. That one. Cool. Cool. So let's go ahead and put the rest of our bolts on there. Yeah, see, this one here is really short. It's probably just barely gonna hang on the side there. Orient our frame based on that. 6 more bolts total. There's 3. 1 motor. Cool. There is. It's 2.5. Just want them all to have 2 mil. Okay. Just need 3 more. I think we can do it, folks. I think we're gonna make it. Three. Go. Ready? Get these tightened down. For me, tightening down the motors to the frame always gives it this like sense of finality. It's like, ah, motors are on there. Good. With this build, I actually have more to do. Alrighty, so we got motors on there. Let's see which side is going to. Oh, we've already. Not quite. This one looks longer. Should work. Yeah, that'll be fine. So this part's just going to slide on the top. It's an easy like. Upside down. Show. Just teeth in the hole. Up here. Snapped right back out. This is actually easier to do if we have the bolts on, but I'm trying to show it. Actually go ahead and get my bolts ready for my bottom plate. I am going to have to run downstairs for just a second to grab some prints that are down there. Actually, no, I can just steal them off of this one that's done. So, you know, I need my other size. Isn't that dumb? Okay. Okay. These prints here on the front are going to hold the Immortal T on. They're nice and snug in the playlist over. Spin it again. One of them. Music back on. Go alone with my thoughts, and that is a scary place. Haha. Okay. Let me just all add up in the end. Let me spin that. Spin it again. Cool. Alrighty. Looking good. So now we're going to need one of our bottom plates, which looks like so. Let me see if I have an extra battery strap, because it's going to make this go faster. I put the box with battery straps. Ah, just out of reach. Perfect. Okay. One lightly used newbie drone battery strap. This. So let's see, this is the front, right. Let's see if this, ooh, that's a tight one. Might not actually work. I might not be able to use the rubberized straps with this frame. That might suck just a little bit. But I do have a ton of pyro straps, so it'll be fine. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Alright, what else do we got? Where's all of our race day quads? What is this? HQ prop? Let's see if one of these HQ ones, these are skinny. Should fit. Super long too. Long and skinny. Okay. That on there. Oh, we've also got this demon strap. It sucks. I kind of like the rubber straps, but okay. We'll change for the season. Why not? Gonna go to the bottom. Nope, we're doing that first. Let go. Our feet. Again with feet. Little T. Screw on. Pretty tight. These ones are not my design. When I get my design, a little bit more pull on. Okay. On there. Yeah, it's interesting how you have a tight tolerance, the TPU, you'll have to screw into it. Even if it doesn't have a screw built in. Fascinating. Those. I want to do this. There are. This is gonna be a little tricky. I'll figure it out. Two more of these longer plate screws. It's going to be the back. Size 10. Just break it through the bottom part. See if I have some little grabbers. First revision of this design will have a bit bigger hole. 0.3, probably do 3.5. Maybe 3. That side is like that. This side, bigger one, and then a little. It's like a little spacer for our satellite. So this one down. So I would have printed a little better, but okay. Doesn't have to be. Just think about functional prototypes. They have to do the thing. They don't have to. As much as I like my stuff to look good. Alright, what a huge pain. Just need 8. Gonna make it tricky. This one might be tough to hold. Let's see. Satellite PCB is 1 millimeter. Standoff 10 millimeters. So if we do some quick maths there, 9 millimeters of TPU, so I think I did like 6 and 3. Is the right size range? Yes. I feel like we're making progress here. Okay, well, we got it over the end. So, it's threading. On down. Tight fit on that PCB there. there and space it out so touching any CPU. Up. I think we scrunched that one. Still be okay? I don't think it's going anywhere. It's gonna be a little ugly, but that'll be okay. See if we can spread this down to the bottom. Details kind of made it pain. So maybe that's something to about on the next. Oh yeah, this is still floating. I can just literally do whatever with this. I forgot this wasn't connected. Okay, cool. So, perhaps no problem. Battery lead to be on the other side of it. There we go. Side and oh, we're getting hung up on the. Okay, gotcha. Eventually, this will all make sense. And there we are. Longer what? I think we could have helped by putting it on the other. But let's see what happens. And bottom. Slots in the spaces. Heat up all the holes. Might have to find a better place for that. Satellite. Satellite is the issue right now. Oh, I could run it through the mid plate. Why didn't I do that? That's dumb. I'm dumb. We're gonna reroute that a little. If I can get it apart. Does need to be that though. Okay. It's part of the learning part. Maybe. If we keep pressure on that, it'll back the other one out. Which was the point, to be fair. Let's frame out of the way, though. Okay, so grab a root. See if that's tight enough for it to slide up. Might be that perfect space where it doesn't slide. Okay. So, the light. Now we're gonna mount that. Let's wait. Let's take the controller part of that good old live and learn process. Push that down. Love it going around this receiver, so let's move it away. Okay, there we go. Cool, nice and easy. That should give it more, a bit more room. That wire up in there. I didn't break that. Okay. It's not too tough of a fix. Back down there. Actually looking forward to cleaning all these up later on in the season, but right now we're just in the figuring it all out stage. No qualms with it. Still gotta figure out what works for it, what doesn't work. No way to pre-plan everything. Okay. Now, I'm gonna breathe on that. So, where's our plate again? If that got smashed or if there was just some bad math going on, but well, it'd be better just to do 9, honestly. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. That's for sure. Let's see how that's gonna fit. Just to dry fit it. We do need to actually put some slack on these screws, which is fine because we can do that. Sit that high up in real life when they get on there. So we're going to go ahead and move that up so that the bottom plate will sit nice and flush. digging this chill build stream thing so far. So we're gonna take us out of the old mount. Oh yeah, that thing isn't going anywhere. Ooh, and he likes the frame. Hey, what's up? Ark Nabbit, dude. Good to see you, man. Good to hear from you, at least. Yeah, this is the Southeast FPV Legato. I don't have a fully assembled one because I stole some screws earlier. But we're doing some figuring out, trying to get this build ready to go. Transferred over from my Rockstar Quads builds. Okay, where's my little 3D piece? If it's gone, I'm not gonna miss it. Okay, perhaps it's gone. That's fine. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Oh wait, yeah, I do, because that is the top part. Grrr. Another small one. I had to set it somewhere. Fall down. XT30 on each motor, the old style from back in the day. They're MR30s because it has to have 3 pins. XT30 only has 2. But you know that. But yeah, going for quick swap motors, even though I really haven't broken as many motors since I moved to the East Coast. Had a surplus of unbroken motors recently. Okay, there's one just fresh off the build plate. I definitely didn't add that. What happened, but how my math was not all the way. Oh, I think this one's actually long. That's the issue. Let's do bullet connectors for quick motor swaps. Quick swaps, boy. It's gonna come up without the plug. I think it is. Remove that. Yeah, I want to use the satellites, but unfortunately there's no hardware that's like 19 millimeters instead of 20, so it can be a little bit of a weird time finding a way to mount these. Because I do go just right over the screws, this little LED, but they're to secure it. There's just an gonna make one and print it fast. I'll make it just a little bit bigger, like the whole 3.5 instead of 3.3, so I don't have to screw it on. It's kind of a pain. Let's see. Yeah, Manny, how have things been out in San Diego since I left? I saw I checked Slack a couple times just randomly, and I saw that you guys like lost your spot and then didn't for a second. What happened there? Run over to the computer and do some fusioning real quick. Still here, I'm just not doing anything on the screen right now. 60 not responding. You know I'm doing a stream here? Adoring fans. Do a brand new sketch. Up. 5. Side view bigger. Like 6 and 7. That. like a minute. So bottom. Call it. Because why not? It was gone, came back, new security took it away again. The CBD factory's in full swing there. Oh snap, did they... Is it somebody new that moved in, or did they have like old security that was like cool with the security? New security. Wait, that sucks. So where are you guys flying nowadays? Trying to put together a new part in the future quick. Three minutes, perfect. Probably take like 5 minutes. Okay. No official night lot at this time. Oh, sad face, dude. It's no good. So where have the guys been going to Ceph to get their fix, or what? What's the deal? I know the night flying was kind of the main deal, you know? That definitely sucks. Okay, we'll get that going on the printer real quick, and that'll get us taken care of for that piece. Hopefully that should be a way easier way to do that than the other ways. Still probably would have worked. Oh yeah, but the reason I didn't do that was because I didn't want it touching the frame. I remember now, but that's okay. Bridge near where we used to park. Huh. Look, Rick does his school track for the crew. Oh, does he have a place where he's like going to school or something? Oh no, the file didn't copy over, right? Why am I so dumb? I did this wrong. Oh, because I copied the STL, not the... I did that the other day, too. So dumb, man. Right. Right bottom. Okay, now we should be good. Yeah, man, I've seen some of Rick's tracks. They've been pretty good. He's coming up real fast. I saw Jeff was flying with him one day. Fresh. Bottom print. There's a school near Hoyt with a nice field. Yeah, I know they were flying there for a bit. That's good. I'm glad they... Uh-oh. Did I just pull something out? Oh, I think we're good. See if I'm still getting picked up. Oh, something happened. Still hear me running my mouth. That's good. School with a nice field. Cool. That's good. Glad to hear that. So let's take that off. I'm just gonna get this all the way off the bolt. Just because that is a pain. I don't want to deal with it. So what are you guys up to? Are you having any more races out there, Manny? Anything in the works for good times? Make a grand... What would that be? Reappearance? fancy return. That's off there. There's this product. Gotta head out. Keep up the winning. Thanks, dude. Good to talk to you, man. Hope you guys are doing well there. Maybe I should just do this on the left side, dude. It's probably not that big. I'll get more slack on it. Yeah, let's just do that off the side. No races, just OCMA. Gotcha, dude. Good luck. I want to see you out there winning, dude. I know OCMA is a drive for you and you got kids on the weekend, but still, you know, you gotta represent for the homies. Slide that up just a little bit, hopefully. Slide it. Oh, that's not the issue. It's getting out on that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that'll give us more space. We can always put the flip stick on the other side. It's onto the left side. I don't know why that was my mentality, but here we are. Gonna learn them. The extruder is almost heated up, so definitely overcomplicating this build. This could be a lot easier. That's how tight that's going to be on the front. The screws up again. Try to have a little more tolerance there. That was actually messing me up for the other side. So maybe we just won't put the top plate on tonight, and that'll be fine. If we don't get the top plate on, that's okay. That's how much space we're gonna have. It's turning into a tighter build than I wanted it to be. I don't want that to get too tight. Okay, let's see how that. Basically, get 10 millimeters. Spacer. We can check the spacing on it. I just have to take one of those off there and slam it. Yeah, that's gonna be right on it. That's like exactly as much. Be fine if we take one of those off there, actually. You know, dry fitting is not extremely satisfying for the stream, but what we got to do right now while we're waiting on this print to happen. Let's see how this works. Screw, 2 screw, red screw, blue screw. Perfect. Ooh, that's tight. It's gonna work though. Be okay. Fortunately, the strap is gonna make it so that it doesn't get a lot of ventilation, I think. And off the bottom, it'll just get that big heat sink on the top, so I think that should be okay. Go ahead and put standoffs on the bottom there. Just hold that for the moment. I'd like to put some Mortal T in the thing just to get it out of the way, but do that in just a second here. Both of those fell out. That's okay. Cool. Hey, that piece is done. Awesome. Perfect time. Still printing dumb at the bottom. Figure that out. Just because it's so small. The bigger prints don't. Now we can take off these placeholders to put on there. Good. Okay. Out of there. Slide this screw on and hey, it doesn't need all that screw in. It is for that top part that is. I'm gonna punch that. Drill it through. Pretty easy to get on. I had just like a small drill bit that I could do that with real quick. Should be alright. Ooh, hard to get that pressure through the top. Damn, this thing printed with like the bottom sealed. It'll just snip off like problem. It'll move a little bit, but pretty much. So I'm gonna have to print like the full 10mm size and then snip off the bottom millimeter. Then it'll be 9mm. What a dumb process. Or I could just print more good. I thought about just being better. Fortunately, I have. It's gonna be a little short now, but that'll be okay. Okay. Still not the right size. Probably was before. Oh well, it's fine. Since we had to cut some off, it's not going to be snug anyway. That's okay. We'll move past it. That satellite will go in and the wire's going to stick out and I can tuck it back. Okay, cool. So let's frame over here. Remember which one? Short side. Mention those camera wires. Please. There are people watching. There we go. Cool. You get it on there, it's pretty safe. Bottom on there. Standoffs will hold it in place. Probably snap it on without the screws. That might be the easiest way to go. See if we can get on there with the screws. Tight is straps the pro. So back to the dry fitting stage. Take those two off. Basically taking 22 steps backwards, taking that second spacing screw off, started with all the way back at the beginning. Time. Take the top ones off. A little irritating, but okay, not too late. Smash. One thing I hate about having all these different things that tighten separate from each other. Smash your gummies down. Man, can't be that hard. A little bit. Cross-threaded, because that would just make my day. Just doesn't spin. Why are we not? Like really easily once the pliers on it, and freely otherwise. That off. Slide the doesn't fit with just one. We can use these spacers on the bottom instead of on the top. Should actually make it, I think. These are a little taller, so that would go between distance. It has to work with one of them. Do that, or I might just have to figure out how to get this heatsink off. The heatsink is that. Slide it off. Now that we've run all this stuff through it. Tougher. When I dry fit this, I didn't account for the big heat. About the one. That one spacer's not. We're gonna have to put the whole spacer on the. That should stick just above the sink. Those will be solid. Something out. I don't know how to get this. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Not as tall as two. Cool. Yeah, that'd be good. So, note for the future. Spacers on the bottom. Probably just use the nuts on the top. Maybe not. Who knows? Do it without him. Top isn't really where. Top isn't where we have the issue. It would just be a little bit of weight saving. If we can use one on the middle. I feel like this should be fat. Okay, there you go. And two. Okay. 3 down. Definitely be more modular if I just put bigger standoffs on the top. So that might be a thought for later. Build it like literally exactly the same way. Receiver stuck to the. Okay, that off. I keep seeing my hand flash on this in the chat. I'm like, oh, gotta respond to a message, and then it's just snow. Untangle this and figure out where everything's going up front. Okay. Front. Good. Yeah. Oh, I'm all sideways. I could stop with my nonsense. That'd be good. Let's slide it. We just gotta make sure that receiver middle fit if touching the sides. Get in the way again. It's LED, man. It's supposed to make everything easier, but turning out to make everything tough. I think it'll be get it mounted. There we go. Okay, good. Everything's supposed to fit. We can get that receiver pushed down in a second. Spin all these all the way. Make sure they're gonna work. Okay, we're down. 2 to go. It's fine. So I wasn't sure. Problem is now that just a little bit too short. That's okay. Might be able to let out a little slack just to get the top on there. For beautification. That situation. Yeah. Back in. Screws. Stack up. It's a little smash. 2 on this one. This one I can actually do some checks and figure out what's going to be better for weight if I use 2 of these or if I use a spacer. Yeah, that receiver does stick up just a little bit. 2 of these is definitely just a little bit better. Spacer once I get a couple more of those ready to go. So we get who knew that adding 1 LED would result in cluster? Okay, send. Wrapping everything. This on down. Sits flush. Last little bolt on there. Oh, there it is. Somehow I always lose these anyway. As I get some vibrations, they start walking away. So, finds a room on this one. Good, good. Okay. Back to putting this thing down. Side. Snaps. File that just a little bit. Oh, there we go. We're good. Perfect. I said we were good. No worries. Okay, now bottom plate. Go. Okay. Snack on. So again, it's everyone except. Oh, did not. Push in there. So. Turn off that down. Their standoffs to hold down the ones that we've got, and then they won't pop back out when we push the other one down. Okay. Oh, actually, they're on. Yep, they're all good now. Cool. I knew we were gonna work together well. Gotta grab my other two standoffs for this. Oh yeah, that satellite. Either, there we go. That. Cool, so we actually, after all that, we actually got the plate on, so we're good there. I'm gonna start putting our TPU on. Connect our motors. Make sure we're doing it flat. That's good. Sit a little crooked, but that's okay. Good. Looks like that one is also good. Cool. Zip tie those. Not gonna do it until tomorrow. This one will be all the way done. Good with those. Axi mount on there next. One is number 2. Got the number 2 on it, so that you know. Axi on there, it'll hold that down while we slide it in. And there we go. Axi is attached. The new camera mount. Let's put the Immortal first. I keep trying to reach through these arms because I'm not used to the vertical arms. In my design, I might make these tighter, like they're holding too well. That's fine for now. Really like the way that looks. Does it technically hold it? Yes. Hold it well? I don't think so. But we're essentially done. Made. Down there. There we are. Everything. You have room, we can pull those bolts out and put the top plate down tonight. Funsies. Basically, you have to pull the bolt all the way to the plate. Do it in camera. I forgot that. One more. Definitely gonna have to shorten some of these ESC side wires. Some of these will get shortened so that they'll sit on there nice and flush. That's not really a project for today. Cool. Top plate on. Sit on? Yes, cool. Got our lipstick is over here. I'm drilling it. There it is. Found the socket. Cool. And on down there. Okay, got that. 3 of the little top screws. One little bag, you can do it. You? last screw. I didn't. There we are. Cool, and there we have it. Not pretty because these T didn't sit right and wires are too long, but will it fly? Absolutely. Gonna be race ready. Crap is really long. So I need to push that strap through a little bit too. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have anywhere to strap it to. Okay. Cool. Here we are. God, it was complete. Here, my laughing thing. That's fun. Wires cut to size tomorrow. Solder those MR30s. Do a little general cleanup. We'll be good. So thanks you guys for watching. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off. And I'll see you in the next one.